What is up, YouTube? How we doing? The YouTube shorts in here. Wait for it. I'll wait for that. I'll just go ahead and send this one out. Bang. All right, first mining fiesta we've had since Aura, I guess, right? So that's pretty cool. We'll see how it goes today. We're pretty close to 2K followers on Twitch. So that could happen. It's good, Meech. How's it going, bro? What's up? What's up? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good one. We do have something pretty epic to get here first things first. So, we do have Marina on the garden. So we've got to do that. I think that's going to be our blue badge, which is why we've dropped so much on the leaderboard. We dropped to 52nd. Yo, what's good, Summit? Yo, what's good, Sal? Late stream? Yeah, it's a mining fiesta starting in 15 minutes. So that's why we're doing a late stream today. Yo, what's good, Lurks? How's it going, bro? But, let's see. Can I record with no FPS drop? I think... Okay, maybe not none, but let. Anyways. Mayor Marina is finally on our greenhouse or garden. So we're getting the elite voters badge finally. We do need 571 enchanted moonflowers. That's going to cost a little bit of coins, but worth it. 400k for a new rare accessory, which we can go ahead and take out this version now. And I'm just going to put the blue one all the way up here. So that's our first SkyBlock XP that we've gotten in a little bit. So that's 3 XP for that. So 1955 magical power. And now the only XP left in the game is upgrading that thing to epic. So we just got to wait until some more mayors come in, which we can see right now exactly how many we need. 3 more unique mayor visitors. So I think we're missing Cole, Finnegan, and Foxy. Maybe. I think those are the 3 that we're missing. So just got to wait till those guys get elected. So not too bad. Yo's good, Puizo. Yo's good, Crazy. Might be a good idea to do some Vang mining. True. We do have the skeleton key that I've had saved up for ages. So we're probably going to try and use that today. As well as maybe a few more. Where did I put the other badges? Here we go. So we've got 3 badges now. Heck W. But yo, what's good, Talisman? How's it going, bro? Bam, 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 bam. Glasses just snapped, so can't do it, bruh. That is bad timing for glasses to snap. Unfortunate. Mining event starting in how many minutes? There are 14 minutes left. 13 and a half. So we got a little bit of time. I haven't done experiments in a while, so I figured we'd do that to start off. We do have some new dyes in rotation at Vincent now. They have swapped around, so there is Tentacle. What's the other one? Sangria. And then there's another one, and I don't remember what it is. The Pelt dye. Which one's from Pelt? I guess it's just called Pelt dye, isn't it? Yeah. So those are the ones that are currently available for grabs. Let you know if I get one for you, do. All right, we'll probably pull a party from Guild, and then if we don't fill up from Guild, then we'll get some people from stream. But we'll just have a party of 4s playing. Bam, 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 bam. Only me, I see the stream and phone res. Yeah, you're on the short stream. Check the pinned comment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next. But yeah, hopefully we can get some good RNG with Vangs today. Hey, I mean, a Frostbitten die would be cool. A Nyanza, right? Isn't that the one from Commissions? Nyanza die? That would also be cool. I sneak downstairs and do Fiesta. You gotta sneak downstairs to do Fiesta? I don't know, man. I mean, this is the first of 5, you know, there will be 4 more, so if you make the other ones, it might be better, but I don't know. What is it, like 1 a.m. for you or something? Time zones do go burr. Doot. Alrighty. We'll take that next. Don't have college tomorrow? Ooh, might be the play. Just started mining on a new profile. Should I mine Mithril? I mean, you kind of have to get your Heart of the Mountain level a bit higher. So, you know, starting off, kind of got to do Mithril. But once you get access to Crystal Hollows, I mean, it just depends on whether you want to prioritize making a little bit of money now or speeding up getting your Heart of the Mountain XP, because usually it's faster to do Heart of the Mountain XP by doing the Mithril commissions the whole way through. I guess it doesn't matter what pet I use now, huh? I'm just going to use Guardian, because I mean, I don't have to level a pet, so might as well, right? Might as well. Let's pop this. Yoink. All right, what do we got here? 4:30 in India. Time flies, dude. Dang. Bro's up at 4:30. I respect it. I respect it. On my 64th bang, still no locket. Bruh, that is super unlucky. Holy. Got max XP. Max as possible right now. The only thing we're missing is the Supreme Voters Badge. So we just got to wait till 3 more unique mayors get elected before I can get that. But yeah, other than that, we are max, which actually I should be able to update the numbers since we just got the new XP from today. We had a new mayor come in today, so we got a new badge. So we should be able to claim a little bit higher fame on the leaderboard is the idea. Let's do that. Bam, 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 bam. All right. Cool. Nothing new. Oh, well. Run it back. Actually, oh, whoops. Let's see. Any Vang parties? See if we can get a squad from guild real quick. 11 p.m. but strict parents. Fair. That's fair. My problem is I don't have gems for my Devon and Devon's drill. Yeah, that is a grind. That is a grind. I gotta mine Obby, bruh. Unlucky. Unlucky. All right, there's one. Yeah, let's try this again. Let me focus up this time. Not sure if my PV mod bugged, but someone had over 2k magical power. Yeah, some of them are bugged. They think that like the balloon, like the crab hats, all those, the anniversary hats, they think those all stack, and they do not. So a lot of the APIs are bugging out like that. Yo, what's good, Slothy? Been doing good. How about you? Yeah, if you guys are members on YouTube, by the way, we do have a new video that is available for members right now. Should be releasing for everybody else probably Friday or Saturday. I'm not sure which day yet, but later this weekend should be a new video for everybody, and it will be a SkyBlock video this time. So we did Hightail over the weekend, this last weekend, and then we're getting a SkyBlock video out this week, and then I might do another Hightail next week. I don't know. I might start doing Hightail throughout the week, and then we do SkyBlock uploads on the weekends. Maybe, because Hightail videos are kind of easy to make. All right, about to hop on for Fiesta. Let's go. Also, I'm kind of hoping we get, I don't know, some kind of alpha would be nice this week. You know, with maybe just some of the minister perks would be kind of cool. 1, 2, 3. Don't forget to have Heart of the Mountain set up properly. I think I have it set up right for Vangs. I don't know. I guess I did Nucleus runs recently, so maybe I swapped it around then. I don't remember. Time zone doesn't screw me over this time for Fiesta. I can do 4 out of 5. Not bad. Yeah, I think that's probably about what I'll be doing this time as well. Something like that. Oh, okay. That works. Still got Guardian. Cool. All right. Give me T7. Priceless, the fish bids end in 3 days. If I come back to you before then, what are the chances you get me a priceless, the fish with my coins? If you catch me off stream, then it's possible. But no promises. No promises. I've done that for a few people. I think I've done like two or three of those at this point, but I'm not totally sure. Okay, a legendary guardian and growth 6 is not too bad. Yo, what's good, Avitas? How's it going, bro? Now I get why you weren't on earlier. I was like, where bro at? Yeah, we were waiting for Fiesta. I did get, finally, by the way, it's taking me forever to get done, but we did finally get the matcha dye video edited. So if you guys, again, if you're T2 or above member, you do have early access to that video right now. Where's my, do I have any growth 6s? I do. We'll throw that in there. I'm just saving those up for when Guardian Slayer eventually does come out. I'm just going to sell this to George, I think. I'm assuming it's 250k. It was good, TNT. dropped out of stream. Let's go. Yeah, it's honestly, it came out a lot shorter than I thought it was going to. I mean, I had so much footage that I cut. Like, I recorded every single RNG drop that I got, pretty much. Like, I didn't record like beheaded horrors or something else. What was the other thing? Like smite 6s, I didn't record those, but everything else I recorded every single drop. So I had so much footage, but I ended up only using like 10 of those drops, and then I used all the Warden Heart drops, of course. But I didn't use many of the other drops. I was like, you know what? Nobody really wants to see 250 of these, so I think we're good. We'll just cut it down to 10 and move on. But yeah, texture pack for the dyes? Nope, this is just vanilla. We're running vanilla. It's all normal stuff. 1.21 go burr. On up YouTube stream on second tab. Let's go. I need to, let's see. I guess nobody else in guild wanted to join, right? So chat. Anybody out here trying to join up for the Vanguard party? I am gonna try and go for some Vangs today if we can make it happen. Make sure nobody else in guild said anything. I don't think they did. They did not. All right. Let me check my Heart of the Mountain. Make sure it is in shape. I think it is. No, it is not. Let me reset this before I forget. Yeah, we gotta redo the tree. Let's see. Okay, 1 level mining, so I should go with Silverfish. Might be a strat. I mean, the thing is, mining levels up super easy. Especially with coal here, you don't really have to go out of your way to get to it. So, okay. Let's do these. I'm gonna get Sky Mall. We also, I mean, we want to pick Obelisk. I guess I'm doing this. And then, I gotta remember how we do this. I think you just go straight up. I'm pretty sure. Because none of this other stuff is worth it. Boom. We got Pristine. And then we definitely want Cold Res. This. How much more do we have? We have 5. So this one, I don't really care about the crystals anymore, I don't think. So what else did I need? I've got this. I need this and these. All right, there we go. That'll do. I think this is a good tree. I'm shift left clicking. Why isn't it upgrading 10 levels, bro? Are we trolling? Ugh. Which mod is this? Let me just turn that off, and that'll probably fix it. Some middle click mod bugging out. Yep. Typical. Might log in for a bit. Let's go. TNT comeback. Lurks? Alright, let's get Lurks in here, and then we'll be good. Bang. Alright, we are filled up then. Let me make sure we get everything up here. Oh, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Lol. Why? Why are you freaking out on me? 3, 4, 5. Do. So many things, bro. Too many of them. Surely we get the 8 Vangs I need. I mean, it could happen. This is our first Fiesta since Red Name. So, you know, maybe we get that Red Name Vang RNG. Is that how that works? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Spawn more Vangs with Red Name. Alright, everything's good. Cool. I did have to go and put all my stuff back on the drill because I took it all off in preparation for Alpha update coming out. Red Name Prioq, let's go. But yeah, that's not happening. So, or I mean, it is happening, but we got Fiesta before then, which I didn't expect. So convenient. Let me make sure we have this in my hotbar so I remember to make sure to use it. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of this stuff out. Actually, I do need to set up my Heart of the, or not my Heart of the Mountain, my XP stuff. Enter combat, equip that. Turn this one on and this one on. All right, I think we're good. I think that's all I need, in theory. So let's see how we do today, shall we? Heard this mining is good. Do you think amethyst mining is good? I have no clue, honestly. I do not know. Okay, what the crud is this mod? I guess this is telling me where I need to go for my commissions, probably. Yeah, citrine. Interesting. Very interesting. Yoink. All right. See if we can make this happen. I think we're full. Yeah, we got 4. Sorry, TNT. We got a full squad. Yo, it's good, Brendan. How's it going, bro? Time to mine. Yes, sir. Good luck, gamers. See if we can make some bank. I don't know how I'm standing there. Oh, yeah. Let me, transfer. I'm gonna transfer. Don't you have, whatever it is, like the exclamation point mods? Like, you don't need a warp here, but I think you've got the exclamation point mods, right? Unless I'm tripping. Might be tripping. Good grief. Okay, 1.21 movement is wacky. It's like glitching me through blocks and stuff. I do? Okay, cool. Also have party commands. Epic. I should get that one. That would be good. This is like... I don't think we've ever had this before, right? Where it's mining fiesta and fishing festival at the exact same time. Like, for the entire thing going on. Like, that's kind of crazy, right? Top 51 SkyBlock XP win? Oh, yeah, let me check that. Alright, let me update my title. How about right now? Tech W number 16. And then let's change this one. Number 16. I guess a lot of people just haven't logged in and gotten Marina yet, which is fine by me. For the once, the lower number is better. All right, chilling. Cool. Let's do this. Okay, there's some kind of audio cue that I've got from Lunar, I guess. Or maybe it... Did they do something for 1.21? Where, like, it plays... Yeah, it's playing, like, the amethyst sound. Hold on, let me... I mean, I don't want to turn my sound up too loud, because whenever I do pick Obelisk, it's going to freak out. But... You hear that? For 3 lapis? Yeah, that's fine with me. You know where I can go to purchase a rune book? You can only buy them on Auction House with auction orders. Like, you can't do a buy it now. So, it's rough out here. Which, actually, let me see. What's mine at? Because I've been trying to sell mine whenever I fill them up. So, it's at 436 right now. I mean, I'm not really doing a ton of stuff with it, to be fair. Excuse me, boys. Holy cow. Yeah, we kind of hit a little bit hard, which is pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why some stuff's so much louder than others. It's so wacky. Alright, stop. What else do I need? Mineshaft Explorer, scrap, and tungsten collector. Okay.
As a child, I yearned
there you go.
for the mines.
Nice. And now we gotta beat up 10 maniacs. Do that. Yo, Aziz Khan. Hopefully I didn't butcher your name too bad. My apologies if I did. Appreciate the sub, man. Thank you. Again, boys, if you haven't subscribed yet, consider doing so. We got some banger videos on the horizon. So, let's see. What else do I have? Peridot, Citrine. Okay. So, the only thing I can do in here is Maniac Slayer, and I think they're all dead. So, reminds me. Do I still have my Ascension Ropes? I think when I sold sacks, I probably sold those, didn't I? No, I did not. Cool. Doing 3 lapis bang. I mean, honestly, if it's any lapis, I just want chances at iceberg die. Personally, I'm not willing to spend keys on tungsten and stuff. That's what I would like to see. Let's do this. It's very loud. And your song update, I've been working on it. And like I've actually consistently been working on it. I've probably done like 3 different versions now. It's really just, I've got it down to kind of where I want it. Like usually when I write songs, they start out like 5 minutes long. And then, because I get in a loop process and I have to just unloop it basically. And figure out what would be good as a small loop and what would be good as a longer loop and that sort of thing. So I'm getting it down. And then I've still got like a few things I want to add in certain spots that I just gotta figure out what fits there perfectly, really. So we're working on it. Is it 3x iceberg die? No, it is not. Best way to level up a rune book? I've been grinding in Burning Desert, but it's not very good. Yeah, Burning Desert's kind of meh. Okay, what in the world is going on here? There we go. Trying to think. What did I do? I mean, I, of course, did a lot of crypt ghouls. But I'd say probably just regular spiders then is the best. Oh my god, potion's about to expire. Hold up. I gotta call Elizabeth. The John Guild is dead. Bout time, SMH. Alright, I don't want no John brain rot, okay? SMH. There you go. Mining make money still? Yep, it's still very good for money. Still pretty solid. I mean, especially during mining fiestas. Outside of mining fiestas, it's pretty on par with farming at this point most of the time, unless you do some really sweaty stuff. But same lobby somehow. Yo, we cooking? How are my glossies looking? I am curious. That's not the right set. Let's see. 1 so far. Let's go. They add more SkyBlock XP? No. I mean, it's still just waiting on mayors, which today Marina got elected, so they were finally able, like, everybody's finally now able to get the blue voters badge, the rare version. So I did get that today, so we're up to 16th in SkyBlock XP because of that. But we still got another one to do. We got to get 3 more unique mayors, so I need Cole to get elected, I need Foxy to get elected, and Finnegan to get elected. I think those are the 3 that we're still missing. So once those 3 get elected, we are cooking. Leveling a pet cell? Nah, we're just going for like Nyanza / iceberg die is kind of the plan for today. That is kind of the plan. Can you not get it from iron? Not get what? The glossy gems? No, you have to mine gemstones to get the glossy stuff. You can get the, what are they called? Refined minerals from ores. But for gemstones, you have to get, or for glossy gemstones, you have to mine gems. Sky Hanny, Odin, and some others have party commands. Okay, I have Sky Hanny on my other version. I'm not using it right now. It's so loud. Like, I don't know why some sounds are so much louder than everything else. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. It's frostbitten die. What did I call it? Did I call it something else? Am I tripping? Did I call it iceberg? I do get them mixed up. I do get those mixed up a bit. I guess if I am going for Nyanza, then I can start focusing on this stupid line on my screen. Lol XD. Perhaps. What have we here? Mineshaft Explorer acquired. Onyx, Citrine, Aquamarine, and I still gotta beat these guys up. Okay, we got an Opal. Boom, boom. Tungsten. Any lapis? There's 1 lapis. Okay. Freeze, sir. I am gonna need some more ascension ropes here. For sure. They don't want to go. Boom. Alright. Let's do this. Nice. Good timing. Well, the requirements to be able to get refined mineral, just mining ores during the fiesta. That's all you gotta do. So you can mine, you know, the dwarven mines, like mithril, or you can go to deep caverns and mine stuff, or you can go in crystal hollows. You can go in mines of Devon and mine the gold there, or royal mines and mine the gold there. Like, all that stuff works. That's all you gotta do. Cost your mineral gonna take a nosedive or stable it up? I mean, it's every time coal gets elected, it goes down. So I'm not sure about after the... Hold up. Good grief. I'm not sure about after the ZJ2 perk changes, like what'll happen then. I mean, it's going to depend on how much they nerf the drop rate, but in theory, it should go down quite a lot from that. Must be unlucky then. If you have a mining sack, it goes into your mining sack. But yeah, I mean, it's not even been active 10 minutes. So if you've got low mining speed, there's, you know, a decent chance you haven't dropped one yet. Let's do this. Block updates look amazing right now. Yeah, I still got to make the shorts for Spider's Den, the End, and one of the other ones. I think there's another one, right? I mean, I did the farming on it. Maybe that was it. Maybe it's just Spider's Den in the End that I still got to make the shorts on. Not those block updates. Oh, my bad. What are we talking about? The pane's not updating? Oh, yeah, that for sure. I don't know why that's happening. That is a little goofy. That is a little bit goofy. Dropped 5 refined metals so far. Is this rate good? Or refined minerals? I guess. I don't know. I haven't done refined mineral grinding in a hot minute. You know? What do we got? Garbage. Absolute garbage. Yo, what's good, Kayla? I have work soon, so no Fiesta for me. Bruh. Unlucky. Do that for the memes. All right, there's a lapis corpse in here. I guess I loot that, and then if we get something else that I need after that, then we'll do it. But if not, then we shan't. All right, get that. 1 sus scrap. I guess we could go for that. Why not, right? Like, why not? Man, you mine jade so much faster than Peridot. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. It is very satisfying when it works right. It is just that problem of 1.21 bugging it out a little bit at the moment. It do be bugging out. Does Block Fortune work on Diamond? No. Block Fortune is for, like, netherrack or cobblestone, like, just blocks, you know, not ores. That sort of thing. Tap. 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 Oh, I'm not one-tapping. I need to swap to, like, Fortuitous Magical Power or something, so I actually have crit chance. What is my crit chance in here? 85%. This is unacceptable. Alright, I guess we're just dipping. Oh, wait, never mind. You got 2 lapis. Alright, send it. That'll do. Can do /HBG. Yo. Fancy. For the new updates, I haven't played it since like 7 months. Dang. Okay. Basically, I guess you missed out on Aura. So the ministers are getting their own perks added to the game. Like 30 people got elected basically, and they're getting their own perks added to the game. I got elected 31st, so I don't get to add mine. Typical. But yeah, a bunch of people are getting their own stuff added in. So that's a thing that is happening. Yeah, I guess I just go for this and then we dip. But let's see what else. Pet swapping update came out, so you can now swap out pet items without losing the original item. So I could have like a Minos relic and an antique remedies, and like just swap them out in the same G-Drag and pay 500k each time instead of like buying, you know, a bunch of different G-Drags and stuff. Oh, nice. Also, let's see what else is there. Citrine, let's go for that. They did add Diana V2, so there's Mythic Griffin pet now, and they added a couple new mobs to that. So you can get Chimera a lot easier now, which is pretty nice. Chimera is down to 30 million coins apiece, so that's pretty epic. Yeah, a bunch of new QL stuff. So that's the big thing I'd say probably is Diana update. That's been the most recent like huge development. We do have on alpha right now. There is an update coming soon. February 24th is when it comes out. Let's see. I'm trying to get to Onyx, right? Yeah, I need Onyx. I think there's some over here. But they're going to update the game to 1.21 only. So if you are playing on... How do I get to this spot? Am I tripping? I don't remember how you get to this Onyx, chat. Okay, here's some. It's not the one I was looking for, but we'll take it. But if you're playing on 1.8.9, you'll need to update to 1.21 before February 24th. But it's they're revamping the hub with that update, so it's gonna be pretty epic. But yeah, they've been working, dude. They've been doing a lot. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's see, tungsten. Let's do this. I guess I'll just mine for a second. You got a Lunar profile? I'm playing on Lunar right now. I guess can you make a profile on Lunar? I haven't really like looked into it. I guess that's a thing. Like where people can download your config and stuff. All right. Got a sapphire mine shaft with 1 lapis. All right, cool. Dude. All right, where is the lapis? Probably one down here. Yes, sir. 1. Do that. Yep. Got that. Do I need to beat these guys up? Yes, I do. I gotta get 9 more kills. I think. What else? Is there another lapis? No, there's not. So I just gotta kill the mobs, and then we're good to go. Yoink. But yeah, I saw somebody made like a dungeon mod on Hypixel, like a dungeon server. So that's something we're gonna have to look into. I might stream that, or I might just make a video on it sometime this week. Might be something. But that looks pretty cool. I saw that on Twitter. The aquamarine and citrine. So I'll find both of those eventually if I go in one direction. This way. Nope, not this way. Too far. This way. Yeah. Yoink. I totally know where I am and have the whole map memorized. For real. Need some lights to fall back on until I decide to do all the mods for 1.21. Yeah, I'm still figuring it out. Like, I'm changing settings every day that I do something new, you know? So my settings are definitely not like in a good place right now. Missed the mining quest showing up on screen from Bad Lion. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a mod that you can get for that and stuff, but yeah, it's for me right now. It's like, bro, why everyone's spawning mine shafts except for me. It was good, Chili. How's it going, bro? Yeah, just for me at the moment, it's definitely just it's a lot to look into. All right, there is that. Yeah, I do not have the knowledge at the moment. All right, I need scrap, onyx, umber, and peridot. There are still 2 lapis corpses in here. Let me find those first. That would be a better use of my time. Tungsten, lapis number 1. Yoink. Beam me up. The one gonna be like in here? No. Here? Nope. Alright. Here he is. Dude. Send it. Yeah, SkyBlock has comms overlay. Yeah, I downloaded, like, again, I got like Xenergy's mod pack the other day. And yeah, it had like Skyblocker, Sky Hanny, and all this other stuff. But I was so overwhelmed, bro. Because it was just everything all at once. Just all of it. There's a lot. So probably what I'll do is like download, like I'll do one mod at a time if I decide to start doing them. I mean, honestly, the only things I really want right now that I don't have is mostly like, yeah, chat mods, like the party toggle stuff. Or not toggle, but like the party commands would be nice. And there's a few other things that I've thought of that I can't think of off the top of my head. But dude, SkyBlock started a week ago. All I've done is get to Vampire Slayer 3 in the Rift and farm Living Metal Hearts for Slayer gear. Okay. Use an ancient Strong Dragon armor set and suspicious aspect of the dragons. Now I'm just a bit lost as to what I should work towards next. Okay. So you're definitely doing a lot of, doing Rift early is generally pretty good. So that's definitely a good step. Generally, what I would recommend at that point is to just like start going towards farming, or if you're wanting to keep pushing combat stuff, then start working on your Slayers would be my recommendations. Or you could try doing hunting as well instead of farming. That's another good option too for early game. Oh goodness. Yo, it's good to select us. How's it going, bro? Mods have basically most of everything. Gotcha. Yeah, the problem is like I had all those mods and there were like 5 of them doing the exact same thing. So it's like I've got 7 different overlays of the same thing on my screen. One of them was messing with like the tab menu, and I didn't like that at all. And yeah, it is a lot. So I'd have to go one at a time and figure out exactly what I needed it for. Exactly what I liked from it, exactly what I didn't, and then reset it. Okay, Paradox. And then there's also Aquamarine. Do-do-do-do. Come on. Crazy. SMH my head. 24 farming at the moment just feels so brain dead, and I'm barely making any money compared to Living Metal Hearts. Yeah, Living Metal Hearts are very strong. And farming takes a while to get into to start making, goated money. Thing about farming is once you get like greenhouse and compost, I guess greenhouse is already kind of dying off, to be fair. So there was a time when you do greenhouse and it would make bank, but it's only been like 2 months and it's already like pretty nuked. So, I mean, for me, I don't really pay attention to greenhouse anymore. The only thing I do on garden is composter, and I've got a maxed one, so it makes me, like 20 mil a day off of that, but that's just AFK. But you have to spend billions of coins to actually make that much per day, so it's like that's a pretty long investment. Really just do farming. I mean, if you don't want to do hunting or the other things, if you want something of a little less money method, I mean, it can make very good money. Like, it gets to the point where you can make like 35 mil an hour once you have a really good setup. It just takes a long time to get there, and if you don't enjoy farming, then it's usually not worth it. There's no point in getting a money method if you're not actually going to use it. And if it's not fun to you, you're probably not going to use it. Never realized how much QL mods I was missing till I switched off Badlion. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, when I downloaded all that, it was too much for me. But definitely the QOL thing. Like, I've swapped to Lunar, and now I'm missing some things that I had on Badlion. It's kind of I'm having the reverse effect at the moment. Which, again, I can go download a mod and get those things. So I just got to figure out one thing at a time, really. Okay, but triple lapis is crazy. Let's see, there's probably one up here. Yes, sir. Boom. I don't have anything else I can get here, right? Yeah, it's just corpse looter. Kill. Dang, the other 2 are both here. That's crazy. Boom. Okay, yeah. Get me out. Witherbloom has 0 upkeep, no watering, great rates, and no resetting, but its use cases to turn it into copper and sell items you buy with it. I got you. The strat people are running now. Yeah, for me, I don't know. All my money methods are kind of going kaput with greenhouse, because I did wither blooms, I did ash wreaths, and then I used wither blooms and ash wreaths to make cinder shades. So I mean, I can still do that, but they did change the recipes for like ash wreaths recently. It's like half the items now, which is kind of epic. Kind of epic. Do. Alrighty. Onyx. Wither bloom dropped to 4 dead plants, so like 26 per greenhouse. Yeah, there's like most of the items have gone, or like the starter stuff, the easy stuff is a lot cheaper to do now, which again is pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. So I need to make a short about it. I'll probably do that after stream. I'll go make a short about how they lowered those, because I didn't even notice that happened. Like, was that a shadow thing that they did? Or was that in patch notes somewhere that I just totally missed? Like, I have no clue. Is that a shadow drop? Players fun, but at what point does it become profitable? Well, it's less for the profit when you're starting out and more because it unlocks stuff. But like Spider Slayer, once you get to Spider Slayer makes pretty good money. T5s especially. T5 Spider is good. Most Slayers don't make money except for like T5 Spider and like Blaze Slayer. Those are the two that make really good money. Like people out here making 70 mil an hour doing those. But generally, again, when you're starting out, it's just get access to stuff like Revs. You got to get access to Reaper Mask. And what else? Like the wands and that sort of thing. And then the tier 8 perk is also really nice for doing later game Slayers. And also, they're very good for getting your combat XP. So that's generally the big reason that a lot of people do it early on, is it's unlocking stuff that you'll need, and it gives a ton of combat XP. So it's kind of like it's a win-win, which is really nice. Plus, I mean, Slayer's my favorite part of the game, personally. I'm a Slayer enjoyer, so. Can only do Spider T2 at the moment. My damage just isn't there yet. Hit 34k each hit at the moment. Yeah, so that's why you should do Rev Slayer. Because it'll get your combat XP up. Okay, what in the world? You get your combat XP up, so you'll be hitting harder, which will be very helpful. Okay, so Aquamarine. Why is this not pointing me anywhere? What the heck, man? Okay, I straight up still haven't spawned a mineshaft this whole time. Which, granted, I'm wandering around a little bit and doing missions instead of really going for mineshafts. But still, dude. Craziness. Combat 19 at the moment. I was farming Enderman for combat XP or zombies better XP. Like Revs, like doing the Slayers is better XP because starting out, I mean the Slayers, when you kill the Slayer boss, you get a bunch of XP. And also you're going to spawn like mini bosses that give a ton of XP while you're spawning the Slayer. Warping, resets, pity. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Fair enough. Making 20 mil per hour Spider. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is, you know, a lot of the very top level players that are making 70 mil an hour with it. But and it may have gone down in price since Aura, to be fair, because that was before Aura that was making that much, that I heard of it making that much at least. So it could have gone down a bit. That is possible. But I mean, it's still got to be at least 50, I would think, at top level. People out here grinding, you know. Gamers out here killing the boss in like 20 seconds or less. Spawning it in 5, you know. I think spins is at least barely profit. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the other Slayers are like profitable, but like they're not good money makers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might not lose money while you're doing it, but you're not really getting your purse up. Yoink. Alright. Then we got Onyx. Double powder. Huge. Alright, 2 lapis. And then I need a scrap. Gonna do this. Oh, what do you know? There's my scrap. Okay. And then let's see if I can avoid falling down for once. but up here I cannot. Yoink. Alright. Let's grab this. Stab. Alright, so I can stab things now. I need to stab stuff. Gotta stab a lot of them. Alright, I think they are all dead, though. Actually, nope. There's some down here. Yoink. Alright, remind me to swap to fortuitous. Because I will forget again. Hey, Frosty proc for the win. Let's go. Alright, I think we're good. Meow. Alright, now I'm gonna not forget. Got a question. What is the question? I think the changes happened at the same time as the time stalk bestiary. Okay, so yeah, it was Shadow then, I think. No, because there were patch notes for that. So I just missed it then. Logged in one day and my soggy buds weren't working. Yeah, that's wacky. That is wacky. There are specific drop people are after the Spider Slayer boss drops. I mean, the thing with Spider Slayer, I know during Aura, the strat was to actually just put your meter on Tarantula Silk because you were guaranteed to drop a Tarantula Silk every single boss, and that's why it made like a ton of money while Aura was here especially. But I think even outside of that, a lot of people put it on Tarantula Silk. And then just the other drops you get are more money. Because Tarantula Silk is, you know, it's used for Terminator. It's used for... Is it used for Braided Griffin Feathers? I don't think so. That's Soul String. But, I mean, it's used for a bunch of stuff that a lot of people want. So that's usually what people put their meter on. That makes so much coins. My friend wants my hype for just a day. Is that a boosting ban? He'd have to give you something. He'd have to give you something. I wouldn't recommend risking it. I wouldn't risk it personally. If he gives you something of equal value, then it's one thing, you know, but if you're just straight up taking that, or if he's just straight up taking that, then that's a bit risky. Hey, is there another corpse? There is somewhere. Here it is. Yoink. All right. And then we can leave. Oh. Want to do toxic air poison for Spider Slayer right now, I'm pretty sure. Interesting. I mean, it changed around a bit. I know, of course, you know, first few days people were doing Primordial Eye when that happened, but... Bam, bam. I imagine not anymore. I've heard that, like, for Revs, the meta now is to do Foul Flesh. Which is wild. Absolutely wild. How long is left on this Fiesta, and do you know when the next one is? There are... 1 hour and 50 minutes left, and next one starts in about 10 hours. Is that from Fur? Yeah, gotcha. Crazy. Crazy how often it changes. But I mean, you know, if you do the wrong one, it's not that big of a deal. You're probably only losing out on like 100K every 2 hours or something, you know? Let's see. Loud explosion. Huge. Yeah, just ask for some collat and it'll be fine. What armor should I use for Diana? I have a Dayblade and I have Crimson and Warden Helm right now. I mean, that's good. Depends on what tier Crimson, of course, like and like what tier Griffin you're fighting. That's gonna be the big question. Because of course, you know, Crown of Greed would be nice to use, but Crown of Greed also increases how much damage you take, so you don't want to use it if it's gonna get you killed, you know. Let's see, where's some over here? We go. That'll do. Meta for gemstone powder is hardstone mining, yeah. Yeah, like doing in glaciite tunnels. The strat. Let me buy 59 of these. Fill up the stack again. There we go. I haven't got a single glossy yet. Let's see what I'm at. 8. Dang. My bad. I took them all, it appears. Guess this is all I can do. Umber again. Legendary Griffin, Mythic Later, Chestplate, 10-star Fiery, others 10-star Burning. Okay, get the other to at least, you know, one, like, just base Fiery. Because then you get the Fiery ability. and it's easier to stack and everything. So you want to have whatever your crimson's at. It's way more important to get the whole set to the same tier than it is to star like one piece above. It's way better to do it that way. So if you can star it up to, you know, just base fiery, then that'll be a big step in the right direction. But yeah, I mean, that should be fine. That sounds like, you know, plenty of equipment to be able to do it. Bro, I still haven't spawned in mine yet. Now, bill coins left in the account, all from interest. Yo, what? Bro's making stonks. Hey, corpse looter. I also need scrap, and I need Peridot. So, win-win. Hook him. Grab this. Boom. Do. All right. Why is this just a normal dude? It's a normal guy. Only 15 mil from interest, but kind of nice. Yeah, I mean, 15 mil is 15 mil, you know? All right. I need scrap, please. Pretty please. Want a mine shaft? Well, I mean, I'd rather just get commissions for chances at Nyanza, but like also, you know, it would be nice to spawn a single mine shaft. I'm getting high-key carried right now. Straight up. Worth to upgrade one piece of Helianthus at a time or wait until all is ready? I think it's better to do until all is ready. If I'm not mistaken. But I could be mistaken. I'm not sure if that ability, like, will count with the Fermento. I'm at 8. Yo. Hookage. It all counts for the 4 out of 4 bonus. Okay, so you can upgrade it one piece by one. That's pretty nice. That is pretty helpful. Let me jump up here. Boom. Yo, thank you, Truck. Appreciate it, bro. Let's go, W-Mans. W-Mans. Did I already? Didn't get on my citrine, did I? I did not. I'm throwing. Okay with that? Okay with what? Can we do 2 lapis plus not waste time resetting pity? Nah, I mean, one lapis is fine. Again, every chance at a frostbitten die or whatever it is, frostbite die, right? Is nice. Let me call Vincent. I want to see what my odds are on this. What just base odds are. What is iceberg die chance? Or not iceberg, frostbite. Here we go. 1 in 250k from lapis. All right. It's gonna happen for real, for real. For real, for real. Surely. 1 in 250k for Nyanza. I mean, it'll happen eventually, right? Just gotta believe. Boom, boom. It wouldn't show like in this menu, right? That would be crazy. If it showed in the commissions menu before you claimed it. On 1 out of 0 at least. If it was 1 out of 0, wouldn't that make it guaranteed? I don't know. Get an infinite amount. Hit 10,000 commissions last night, so surely. Boom. Let's go. I'm very patient. I'm a very patient individual. You know how it is. Okay, so let's see. I gotta think of what my other videos coming out are. Next weekend, if I can get enough time, I'm gonna edit down the Diana video and probably have that go up. And then maybe if we get the right mayors, you know, then maybe I can do like get all the greenhouse stuff done, because technically voters badge is still greenhouse content, so I can't like make a video saying I'm max greenhouse until I get it max. So I kind of gotta wait for that. but once that happens, we'll be chilling. We'll be chilling. And I could go ahead and start editing that video. And just get that final bit at the very end. I might make like a really long video about it. I'm kind of tempted. 2 lapis corpses in here. Smoke. Yoink. Playside jewels. Gee, thanks. Killing the wolves. Stab. Stab. But yeah, I might start making like those maxing videos longer because again, a lot of them do take a long time to record, so I might as well yap about them for a little longer than I normally do. You know? Alright, this one's in the wall right here. Gonna link that one in case nobody saw it. Alright, let's kill the puppy Smile. Because I'm sweet like that. And then, yeah, I guess we're good to go. The yappage is well earned for those vids. For real, for real. I gotta explain it better so it's more epic. You know, I can't just show myself dropping a die and expect everyone to freak out. Because nobody realized, oh, wait, that took him 200 hours to get? You know? Yoink. Beautimus. Not been on in a while now. I heard Cold Fiesta is gonna be like a year-long thing. Is that in game now, or is it yet to arrive? Yeah, it's not here yet. That will be a thing that's happening, but it is not here yet. But perhaps, I don't know. They haven't like announced the like release date for that because I think they're still working on that update. Green guy was super helpful. Let's go. Happy to do it. Happy to do it. Tungsten, where that at? It's literally everywhere. Literally everywhere. Yeet. But yeah, if you're on the stream, please make sure to drop a like, smash sub button. If you're on Twitch, hit that follow. We are very close to 2K followers on Twitch. It's kind of crazy. So I think when I came back to Twitch streaming, I only had like 500 followers. It's definitely been way better since I started doing YouTube content alongside of it. Oh, Nightbot got match. Year-long Cold Fiesta, holy. Yeah, I mean like in-game year, not like actual year-long, like SkyBlock year-long. So it's gonna be like, you know, how Diana's event is. Okay, I have to disable this stupid right-click mod. Where's it at? Right or middle click? Yeah, it's throwing for me. Absolutely throwing. Good grief. They gotta fix that. Yeah, real year long for real. 2026 is the year of coal. Nightbot be a little aggressive sometimes, you know. He's a little aggressive. Do. Twitch chat is the wave. It is the wave. I need to see how many more VIP badges I have. I was gonna look at making a channel point goal for that at some point. Perhaps. I need to make a like ignore timeout option as well. That would be a good option. Hello, SP. I'm assuming they're in stream. What's good, bro? Where's my right click? First try. First try. Gonna be any guide videos on the way? At the moment, I'm not planning any. I don't think. Not for SkyBlock, at least. I might do a hightail guide. I was thinking about doing one on how to find like every memory in the game. Would be kind of cool, I think. So I might do one on that at some point. But I was also like, I don't know. The thing is, right, like, there's not a ton to do in Hightail at the moment. So I don't know how I would make a playthrough series, like, interesting. Which is why I haven't done one yet. but I might have to try it. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I think it would be, I'd have fun doing it. It's just, I'd have to figure out how to make it get views. You know? At least, like, I would like at least half the views I get on SkyBlock content. Would be nice. But that is asking kind of a lot. I don't know. Do and hydrate. True, I need to add hydrate. That is true. That is very factual. Don't we have a command for like add your own nightbot thing, or add your own command, or like a channel point thing for adding your own command? I had that at one point. I don't remember if I still have it. I thought I did. And like the last time somebody redeemed it, I think it was Y time, and he made it so you could like you can type !king in the chat and it'll still do his command. So if anybody wants to see what Y time's command was that he added, you can do !king in the chat. But I might have to do that again if I disabled it. Yoink. Yep, there it is. Yo, what's good, Armand? How's it going, bro? Play gear or playthrough where you can only use gear from that area. Yeah, I thought about doing like some challenge playthroughs as well. Could be cool. Just like do some videos. Like, I mean, I've done some hightail speedruns. I haven't really made a video about that, so I can make a video on hightail speedrunning. I was thinking of doing one if I were to be able to beat it in under an hour. I still haven't gotten a good run to do that, which I haven't speedrun in a week or two, so. But I have to get back in the swing of things, maybe try and get a sub-hour run, make a video about that, and then maybe make videos where I'm like trying to beat the game with only daggers, which would be very easy. And then maybe, excuse me, trying to beat the game with like only bow and arrow, you know, like things like that. Could be kind of cool, I think. So we'll see. Might try some shenanigans like that. Perhaps. Yeah, mod exploration videos. I thought about doing that. I might do those when mods are actually cooler. Because, like, a lot of the mods, like, don't get me wrong, they're cool mods. But they're very bare bones at the moment. And, like, a lot of people that are trying to rush, or, like, trying to do the big mods are, of course, rushing it very much. Like, I did record a mod review at one point. Like, not review, just, like, me trying out a mod. And, yeah, it wasn't great, so I kind of want to wait until they make some cooler ones before I get too much into that. But I did see somebody made a server with some dungeons already, so I might just try that out and see what happens. Because I was low-key thinking about just streaming that and then, you know, maybe make it a video. Because I saw that on Twitter that somebody made dungeons in Hytale. I guess all the mobs are dead already, huh? Let me get out of here. Bare bones just equals shorts. Yeah, that's fair. I could just make a short. That is true. 0 to Hyperion only dungeons. Yeah, not SkyBlock playthrough. It would be Hytale challenge runs, because I don't know. Again, I've enjoyed SkyBlock, but I don't want to just start a new profile and just do challenge runs on SkyBlock. Like, plenty of people who already do that. Which I'm sure there'll be plenty of people who do it on Hytale as well, but still. Hytale's new. And I'm still having, like, that exploration factor, you know? That exploration. Where am I going? Blaze type. Alright, well. Should be easy enough. 1v4 manhunt in Hytale. We got the 1v1 up right now. So again, if y'all haven't watched the latest Hytale video, it is on YouTube right now. My inventory is a little bit full. Boom. But yeah, that one was a banger. It was very fun to record. Very epic. Also, I can say now, first sponsored videos. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool to say I'm a sponsored streamer now. aside from like code 2BD in the Hightail store. Wink, wink. Yeah, I don't know. We might do another main hunt. We'll see. We'll see. Again, I very much enjoyed it. I'm gonna just do. It didn't take me super long to edit either. So I might just do more just to see how it goes. Tail sponsors you. I mean, I guess like technically, they pay me to promote people buying the game with my code, so I'd say that's a sponsorship, right? I would say that counts. I get money from people using my code in the store. I would consider that a sponsorship. But yeah, the code has done very well as well. Like, it definitely dropped off after like the first week, which I haven't really made a ton of Hypixel content since that first week, to be fair. So I need to get some more shorts and stuff out, which I don't know. I've been doing shorts, but I need to do more videos. Like, I've very much enjoyed doing, like, I'd say the last year I've really prioritized streaming over videos. Maybe not the last like full year, but like the last 6 months at least. Since I hit like the SkyBlock XP wall of like level 500 or so. I've really been doing that. So kind of turning back towards videos is what I need to do for Hypixel, I think. So I'd have to kind of pivot a little bit in my brain. Affiliate code, I think, would be more accurate. Yeah, I guess. I suppose. I still check the mark, like, or not check the mark, check the box whenever YouTube asks, is this a sponsored video? I would say that it would qualify. I presume I am getting paid to promote something. So, let's go. Never mind. All right, what do we got? Tungsten. I do need tungsten. I also need to slaughter some stuff. Explosion. All right, grab this. There are 3 lapis corpses. Boom, boom. Yoink. There's 1. There's 2. Boom. Who's next? Gonna beat this dude up. There we go. Yoink. Yoink. Alright. I think we're good. I mean, I guess I need scrap. We can go for that. What about the update guide for each skill in 2026? I mean, I'll make a guide on fishing when that gets an update, but like all my mining guides, the only thing they're missing is attributes. And like all you gotta do is just go in here and swap to mining, and bang, there's only 6 of them. I have to re-record the entire video just to add in a 30-second clip of me saying also they added attribute. You know? Like, I don't really need to do that. As far as farming goes, I mean, I made my mutation guide. I've remade the farming gear guide, so that's already been done. I've already redone that in like the last month. What else? I can leave now. Mining, again, mining. I guess I already talked about that. Fishing, I'll redo that when Lotus Atoll gets added. I'll make a new fishing video when that happens. But I mean, combat is so like non-linear, I would say, that like I don't really feel comfortable making a video about it and being like, all right, this is the only way to do it, because there's not one way to do it. Unlike farming, where it's like, all right, you get melon armor and then you get fermento armor, or not fermento, you know, get crappie and then you get squash and then you get fermento. Like, these are the sets in order. You do this one upgrade line, bada bing, bada boom. And like mining is a little bit like, you know, it's not straight up upgrade one set and keep upgrading it until you get to the max. It's a little bit different, but I mean, it's still pretty straightforward. But combat has so many different things. Like, when do you get Halberd of the Shredded? You could get it like as your 3rd weapon in the game, or you could just never get it. When do you get Dayblade? When do you like go for Terminator? You know, like there's just, it's not one size fits all. So I don't really want to make a video on that when it's so like different. You know? When it's so different. Kind of old 6 months ago. Which one? Which video are we talking about? Let's see, what am I doing? Tungsten, Umber. Trying to play one block. Mining Fiesta right now. That is the grind we are on. Boom, boom. Doo-doo. Let's see. Tungsten. Yoink. What else we got? Citrine. What was your Mr. Perk again? I don't get one. Pen was gonna make Dojo / Melody skippable though. Bam, bam. Yoink. Let me go. Let me go. Yeah, which video is 6 months old? I'm trying to think of which one that would be. Hit answer him. That is true. That is factual. That is factual. Let's yoink. You know how much I can sell my Mythic Jerry for? It's level 30. I feel like you asked me this last stream. I'm pretty sure they sell for 5K to George, and that's the most you're gonna get for it. Something like that. Boom, boom. Nah, I got fourth. Boom, boom. Sadly. Sadly. Smoked. Next. Yo, what's good, Miles? Doing good. How are you, bro? Got the black belt from getting 1.7k points on archery. Yo, GG. Let's go. Huge. Can we make more ping gated tasks? Bro has 20 ping. Heck W. Heck W. Right here. Like if you streamed a bit before election, you could have had top 3. I literally streamed like the last 2 or 3 hours of it. And it was like during, like right after church that I had to get on or something. Can't remember what it was, but it was like, it was Christmas week. Like, I had some things going on. I had some things happening. Not really anything I can do about that. 500 mil profit from Diana, bro's cooking. Let's go. Huge. Remember searching for stream but didn't find anything? Yeah, bro, I was live. I was live whenever we failed the Vega. I was legit live streaming me going into different lobbies begging for votes. That's where we were at. Do cat 100? Definitely not. You're good, Lemon. But yeah, I will not be doing cat 100. Kick W. Heck W. Let's, yeah, do that. That'll work. Did this arrow just point me into Narnia and then be like, yeah, good luck? That's what just happened to me. Cool. You like point me to Peridot? No? Nice. Appreciate that, man. SMH. But yeah, that was the only reason that we like got close, because I know like we did pass Flame at one point, and then just, yeah, the entire like M7 party finder just started lobby hopping and telling people my perk was terrible, and then like doing all that. So, you know, again, I am like, I think Flame of War perks is going to be goated. I think his perk is cool for the dungeon players, which is fair. But like, I don't know, some of the points people be making. Crazy, dude. Crazy. Absolute madness. Hold up. What is happening here? Do I not have? I do have loop on. That was weird. Why did that sound like wind? What in tarnation? Dude, because you don't have anything to do in the game? Yeah, because I don't have anything to do. Let me go do the part of the game that I hate the most for like twice as long as I've already done it for. Actually, it'd probably be like 3 times as long. Huge. I will pass on that 1,000,000 times out of 1,000,000. I'm good, bro. You know what? I would start an Iron Man profile before I would do Cat Owl 100. Like getting an Iron Man. Like, why does it keep pointing me here? Why? It puts me in this corner and then it's like, all right, good luck. Are we trolling? We gotta be trolling. All right, thank you, Avitas. Have a good one, bro. Do. Well, let's try this again. Yeet. Okay, never mind. I see how it is. The amount of time saved from 5% more bestiary perk would have been more than impatient people saying dodo too hard if you're being issued, though. I get it. I mean, again, that is fair, but the amount of people going for max bestiary is way smaller than the amount of people who are trying to just get Melody's hair and can't do it. That was the point. Is I did bestiary perk. And also, Intrests already added the bestiary perk. For the 3 bajillionth time. That's his perk. He's adding easier bestiary. So why do I need to do it? Okay, W. But yeah, I did the bestiary perk like twice, and I didn't get elected with it. So it was like, this clearly isn't working. We gotta pivot. We gotta pivot. And yeah, then like, Interest did the perk anyways. So it was like, all right, whatever. Whatever. Bing, 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 bing. Yeah, you're good, bro. I got some pent-up frustration. Guys, I got a mine shaft. Oh my goodness. That's what I wanted to do. Yes, thanks. What do we have? What do we have? Tungsten 1 with 1 lapis. I actually spawned a mine shaft, guys. Crazy. Please. All right. Epic. Can't press tab on that. Cool. Where are we going? Yoink. Not even a scrap. Do all that. Not even a scrap. I see how it is. This is the beginning of Oro. You did that? I did that like the 3rd election or something. 2nd election, I guess. Was because Future figured out he couldn't get voted again. It was 2nd election, and then I did it for... I didn't get elected in 2nd election, and then I did it for the 3rd election or something, and... Did we get 7th in that one? I think we got 7th because the guy who was gonna get 7th was like in SBZ doing giveaways, like bribing people to vote for him, right? I think. So I got 7th, barely, and the only reason I did it was because a lot of the votes went to a bribed guy who got disqualified. So I basically didn't get elected twice with it in like the 2nd and 3rd elections. It was like, all right, I'm good. It's not working. And also, Interest got elected in the 3rd election with his bestiary perk. So it was like no reason for me to do it now. We're good. 3 paired out, 1 Jasper. Dang, bro, I need that in my life. What the heck? I also need Maniac kills. Let's go do that. Is Iron Man that good? Why do they flex it? I mean, Iron Man is difficult. It's like saying you did something, like you built a giant castle in creative versus building a giant castle in hardcore Minecraft, you know? Like that's the difference. Yoink. It's way cooler if you did it on hard mode. I got a full party pale, sorry man. Yeah, we did eventually get 4th with Dojo perk. But like the point that a lot of people were making is like, oh, this perk doesn't benefit everyone. Well, no crap. Whose perk did? Like, you know, the mining mains do not care about bestiary bonus. the, you know, dungeon players do not care about ZJ2's perk. Like, nobody out here was trying to appeal to the whole community. You know? I did not make dojo easier specifically for dungeon players. Like, that was not my plan. Obvious. It's just like, this perk doesn't affect me because I have good ping. Cool. Don't vote for me. I don't care. You don't need to act like my perk is garbage for the people who have high ping then. That was the problem I had. A lot of people are like, yeah, your perk's just useless. Like, dude, you got 20 ping. Congrats. Not everyone else does. Relax. It's not that serious. Boom. Next. Paradox. Even the tracking mixin doesn't affect everything because it doesn't affect dungeons. True. True. Yo, let's go, Armand. Gonna make my farm. I made the farm wrong 2 times. 3rd time's the charm. For real, dude. For real, for real. Definitely a good perk. Would I have been upset if it was added? Yeah. Yeah. It was just unfortunate that it came down to the wire and it was between me and the entire Dungeons community. Heck, W. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Okay, what? I swear, they point me in a direction and then it's like, all right, good luck. Figure out what you're supposed to do for me. SME. Wonder if someone could have just chosen to get a build of their skin in the hub. That would have been fire, dude. I feel like if that was an option, though, then Techno Dad would have done that. Like, built a Technoblade shrine in the hub. You know? Really want an easier dojo? Yeah. I know. The other thing was, like, people were acting like I hadn't done dojo yet. Like, you're so skill issued, you gotta make dojo easier for yourself? Like, dude. I have done this, like, a year ago. But it took me a long time, and I don't want anyone else to have to go through the same pain that I did. That's so crazy. Is that so crazy? Like, there was literally... I don't think I could have added a perk that would have benefited me. Like, straight up. Like... I mean, again, the bestiary thing was what I went with originally because that's the only thing that would have helped, like, future-proof updates. Like, every update adds bestiary pretty much, so that would have been nice for me. But, you know, Intrests got it, so at least we're getting some bonuses from that perk. But, yeah, I don't think I really could have gone for something other than that. That would have helped me. Does Fiesta help at all early on in mining? Yeah, you get double drop rates, so you get your mining commissions done twice as fast. Flame Wars perk was adding to an existing problem, and I swear the dungeon players using their 100 unbanned alts to vote Flame of War. I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there were some people who were using, you know, some alts to vote 100%, but I know people did that for me too. I'm sure like a couple people said, "Yeah, I got my alt on just to vote for you," and it's like, thanks, I guess. I don't know. Like, everybody, of course, if you have an alt, you were going to use it to vote. I'm not party leader, right? Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. What else we got? Police night. My name on your island. Do I still have that listed as a perk? I need to take that off if I do. I mean, it's an option. I can add that. What block do you want? I can do that real quick after this. I have signs though, man. You don't gotta give me a sign. I've got signs. I appreciate it, Mouse. Wonder where the max XP came from. I mean, yoink. Dojo did have something to do with it. That is true. But it was before Aura. Long before Aura. I guess we just smack and then this. Tungsten collector done. Wow. Crazy. There's so many mobs, and yet not enough. Yoink. Gimme. Corpse looter done. Anything else I can do in here? Scrap collector. In the future, it's February 10th. Crazy. Crazy.
Child, I yearned for the mines.
Yo, Aurora with the resub. 6 months in a row. Can we get some W's in the chat? 7 months. Let's go. Let's go. How's it going? How's it going? Huge. Going back to YouTube. All right, valid. Valid. Where am I going here? Did I get everything now? I guess so. All the maniacs are dead. Taking this off. Itching. Hypixel SkyBlock getting 1.21.11 or whole proxy server. Just like a few game modes. Like I think SkyBlock is doing it. They're planning on doing. What's the other one? Build battle. I don't think that's happening on February 24th, but that is happening at some point. But yeah, what block did you want, Armon? I can put it on the island. You gotta decide what block the sign goes on. Bing, bing. Can't remember all the blocks that we've got up there, but there's a lot. There are a lot. One lapis, let's go. Did-do. Two maniacs, and then we gotta find the one lapis, and we're Gucci. Yoink. Explosion. Not there. Could do glaciite as well, actually. I think I will. Bejeweled handle, do you think? Fourth Paradox half, bro. What the crud? Diamond. We're getting a diamond block. Alrighty, I can do that. Sir, can you stop? That's kind of annoying. Over here. Okay, log into Twitch Prime sub. I mean, I'll take a free Prime sub, you know? Saying. If it's up to me, heck yeah, dude. Alright, I guess. Yeah, they all gone. Cool. Let's go, island. I gotta get a diamond block now. Yoink. I think I had like ice blocks up here or something and they melt. Straight up. Let's see, what do I need? 27. Boom. Yoink. Love that for me. Be for real. Alright, click, bro. But yeah, Fiesta's still active. First try. Yep, best mining option in the game, by the way. Best mining option in the game. Alright. Do. Let's see. I guess this is technically. Wait, we got. Yeah, 23rd. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Bro chose a bed. XW. I don't think we have those options available for everybody anymore because we can't, like. I hope. It would be really awkward. Is if someone under this decides to put. Like, redstone. Be like, we're gonna have to say no. Oh, wait. Am I leader? Nope. Yeah, I'm. How to turn that off? I don't know what mod that's from. Is that Sky Handy or something? I have no. What do I need? I do still need Maniac Slayer and Corpse Looter. That's all we gotta do. Corpse Looter done. Bam, 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 bam. Are they all done for? I think they're almost. Nope. Nope. All right. I think that's about it. There's one more up top, then we can get that. Yoink. All right, we need a scrap now, so we'll clear out this. No scrap. It's rigged. Can't even enabled on islands. I don't know anymore, actually. What we got? Nope. Yoink. I lost block. I want to make it 4th time. What? What are we talking about? Guess I'm done. Yeet. Do-do-do-do. We got a full party mouse. Sorry, man. Sorry, dude. We got a full squad. Do-do-do-do. Which I'm kind of surprised we haven't found one yet. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. Happened to the vangs, bro. Happened to the vangs. Tungsten. I'm making farm accurate. I missed block. I don't know where it goes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. Onyx and aquamarine, eh? Well, what do you know? Do. Yeah, y'all remember day 1 Glaciite Tunnels update when you could warp in like 8 people or something? Those were the good old days, man. Those were the good old days. Little did we know we'd be restricted to 4 in the very near future. Oh yeah, I remember now. That's what I had this set up for. Yoink. Where's my bow? There he is. I've not been using bow this whole time. Actively throwing. Okay. What have we here? Opal. Alright, I just need Glaciite and this corp. Let's do that. Huge. Glaciite is done. That's it. That's it. Get me out. Get me out of here. Alright. How much does the Bejeweled handle sell for? Is the question. 100k? We're rich. We're rich. Plain and simple. I got the block. Let's go. Next. Oh, that didn't work, actually. Keep forgetting it. Gotta use bow, bro. Gotta do it. Actively throwing. Actively throwing. Holy cow, all the Peridot is gone. Why is the Peridot always gone? Oh yeah, I saw they're making a another Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I believe what I read. Pretty sure that's what I read, unless I'm crazy. Which is possible, but I don't think so. Not that crazy, at least. But it's supposed to be about, like, Jack Sparrow's son, which I'm curious who they're going to have play him. And how much he'll be inspired by Johnny Depp. Because that just sounds like a failing mission if they don't have Johnny Depp in it. You know? Boom, boom. Do this. Okay, never mind. They gotta have Jack Sparrow in. Surely. Right? Surely. I mean, they had him in the last one, right? And that was after the trial, I think, that they had him in that. So I presume... Okay, this wants me to go down there again. It's trolling me. Not where Peridot is. It's rigged. But yeah, I'm guessing they're not worried about like getting canceled for having him in a movie at this point. So I think it's all good. But I'm curious how that will turn out. I love the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, bro. They're so good. Absolute cinema. Just cast Johnny Depp's son. True. I mean, I could see... I could see Timothée Chalamet playing that, honestly. I could see that, you know. He does crazy pretty well. I could see that. I'm trying to think who else. I don't know. I guess I don't really know like any younger actors at this point. All the people I watched on Nickelodeon as a kid have all grown up now, so like Heck W Nightbot blocking, that is crazy. It ain't Pirates of the Caribbean without Jack Sparrow. That is true. It's true. Alright, what are we doing? I am beating up all of these guys. Take them down. Smoked. And there's one. Yoink. What else we got? This one. And this one. And I'll take that. Thank you much. And this one. Still need 2 more. For reals. Are we serial right now? Bang. Alright, there it is. And we're good to go. Nope, I need a scrap. Of course I do. Where am I scrap at? It was pure comedy. I didn't watch like the whole thing, but I did see clips of the trial. Like, oh my goodness. Inside the minds of lunatics. Heck W. Alright, let me out. You get the guy who played Gregory from Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I don't think I've seen the new one. I'm trying to remember who that was. Like, I remember the old ones, of course. But didn't they do a new one with a new cast, right? I'm pretty sure. Alright. He's in jail for murder? Okay, my bad. My fault. Did not know the reference. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Who else could they get? Don't know people, man. That's the problem. I don't know people. I haven't like watched any new shows in a while. Probably the reason. I only go back and watch old shows after they're done so I can binge them. And I don't have to wait years for new seasons to come out. Except for Wednesday. It's like the only show that I'm actively watching that is having new seasons. You know. That's pretty much it. Best thing to mine for a refined mineral? I mean, generally it's just mines of Devon gold. Honestly, the best thing to do. It's a win-win. You get your gold collection, you get the minerals. You'll need the gold collection for G-Drag Bank later. Plus, gold makes bank. So win-win-win. Usually the best strat. Feel that, but I just wait for the season to end, then I'll watch it. Yep. Like, I haven't watched Stranger Things yet. And I don't know, I was thinking about watching it, and then I heard mixed reviews on the last season, so I don't know. I think what I'm going to start watching now is, like, the only shows I'm getting on my shorts feed, right, is, like shows that I haven't watched, at least, that I'm getting on my shorts feed, is House MD, Suits, and Breaking Bad. So I gotta pick one of those, and I think I'm gonna go with Suits. I haven't watched any of those shows yet, so I feel like Suits is kind of my vibe. I think I would enjoy it, so I'll probably watch that one. Bam, bam. Mithril. I mean, Mithril's not bad, but again, it's like, it's slow. And when you do Mines of Divine Gold, I mean, granted, it's hard to find your own solo lobby. But if you can get one, or at least the lobby where you have room, you know, to infinitely mine, you don't need the whole thing, but lobby with 1 or 2 other people, then that's going to be better than Mithril, because first off, it like doesn't break at pretty much the same speed, but also you don't have to like move around to worry about running out of blocks to mine. You just walk forward and look forward the whole time, and then occasionally turn right, and it's pretty chill. Okay, we got that. I do need Maniac Slayer. Yeet. Yeet. Come here, boys. Hurries. Last one? No? Last one for real? There we go. Stop it. Throw that up there. No scrap. It's clearly rigged. It's clearly rigged. Everybody knows that it's rigged. Yo, what's good, Jakey? How's it going, bro? Game has always been rigged. Wait a minute. It's rigged? Always has been. Good, man. How are you? I'm doing great, dude. We are chilling out, doing a mining fiesta. This might be the last coal that we get to do mining fiestas, like at set times, chat. This could be the last one. Very possibly. So soak it in. Place out amalgamation. I'm rich. Oh my goodness. I do still need a scrap. And also glaciite. So bang. Win-win. Huge. And then we get corpse looter. Convenient. Meow. We do still have 4, right? Let me make sure. Quadruple checking. Let me sell this amalgamation real quick. Sold to the highest bidder. I still have no coins. Hopefully we've gotten a decent chunk of stuff. Bro, I'm only at 10 glossies. I was at 8 like 20 minutes in or something, and it's been like over an hour now. I've only got 2 in the last hour. That's not good. Which, granted, I've been mining a lot of glaciite and tungsten and stuff. Wait, what? Heh. Awkward. Awkward. Tech and W. I mean, it was only 1. Like, it wasn't. If that would have been like the Vanguard, the only Vanguard corpse we find, imagine. We find that and then bang, warped out. That would suck. But it's just 1 lap. It's all good. Yeah, we still haven't found a Vanguard. It's kind of yikes. Chat, where's the Vanguard RNG? What's going on here, bro? Boom, boom. Start going to church this month. It's not what I expected, to be honest. It's definitely like, it depends on what type of church you go to, for sure. Because they're so different. Like, I mean, I grew up in a Baptist church, and then we started going to a Wesleyan church, and it's like very different. Like just a totally different vibe. Like it's, you know, same type of people. Like everybody's still really nice and everything. It's like, it's usually the same type of people, but it's just different vibe, you know, because like it was choir singing in Baptist church, and then at the Wesleyan church we have like a modern band with like electric guitars and bass and drums and stuff, and at the other church it was like just a piano and a choir. And then like I'll go to my aunt's church, or I went to my aunt's church when I was younger. Like when we went there, like my parents got away for their anniversary, and then we stayed at my aunt's, and it was like they go to a Catholic church, and it's like very different. So it's kind of crazy how much it changes, but it's like the same people everywhere, you know. They play Creed. They do not play Creed. No, that would be epic though. I mean, I don't think we would do that on a normal Sunday service, but you know, if we did like a campfire Bible study or something, That would be kind of fire, low-key. That would be epic. Next. Yeet. I don't know really, but I didn't expect a lot of singing and praise and passage reading. Didn't expect that? Okay. Fair enough. Yoink. Yeah, it's like a lot of times at the Wesleyan church, like we definitely read a lot more. Like you had to read a lot more scripture whenever it was at the Baptist church because they didn't have, you know, like modern technology a lot of times. So like now at the Wesleyan church, we've got the like it'll pop up with the words on like a projector so you can read it there if you don't have a Bible. And of course they have the Bibles in the pews if you want to find it yourself and like different versions and stuff. So still lots of options, but it's definitely like, you know, definitely I'd say Baptist churches are a lot more traditional, which again, it's not a bad thing at all. There's a lot of good stuff in tradition, 100%. But I definitely prefer more modern music, just personally. Personally, don't get me wrong, a good choir is awesome. But I feel like, I don't know, we change up our set list a lot more at the Wesleyan church as well. And like, it's, you know, it's modern wording, so it's a lot easier to understand. Like, I feel like in, like Baptist church, for me, it was, when I was younger at least. I think like now when I go to Baptist churches, I can understand the wording a lot more. But when I was younger, I was like, what are we saying? What does this mean? What is this olden tongue that we are speaking? Christian, yeah, I go to a Wesleyan church at the moment. I run the sound system where I go. Boom. But yeah, I grew up in a Baptist church, and we go to a Wesleyan church now. I've been around a little bit, just a little bit. Let's see, where are we going? Right here. Oh snap! But fresh cut, yes sir, yes sir. Oh, Jasper. Hello there. Do we mine this for money? Do we do it? Gonna break the glaze site. I think we stick in here for money, low-key. Might have to do it. Because coinage would be kind of epic right about now. I am a little bit broke. There's one up there is tungsten. There's probably one right here. Yes, sir. I'm in the right chat, right? That thing. And then there's another one elsewhere. Is it back here something? Where is the other one? Like down here? Probably down here. Yeah. I'll link that here. Alright, cool. I'm not going to use Pickobolus then. We're just going to break. Because Jasper is coins and Pristine doesn't proc on Pickobolus. The only reason I use it is because it gives glossy gems and is good for commission. Alright, appreciate you, Sigma. Thank you, bro. Melon seed, or some melon seeds are small and not growing. Why? What, in like the, in your new farm? I mean, how long have they been? And are they watered and everything? Because they do kind of need water. Find a lot of the Bible to be really contradicting. I mean, it's definitely like there are differences between New Testament and Old Testament, but it's not like different rules. It's just different punishments is the thing. Like, it's still the same. The laws of the Old Testament still apply. It's just you don't have to like pay the same price as you did before, you know, because Jesus paid the price. So that's like the big difference. And like, of course, a lot of people can make it seem like it's contradicting, 100%. You just gotta like understand not only the wording, and it also depends on what version you read. Gotta put that in mind first, because I mean, I personally read King James version. That is the Olden Tongue version, but it's also like the first translation. And sometimes you got to go back because, you know, things get lost in translation a lot. That's just how it is. So sometimes you got to go back and use a Strong's Concordance is a very good tool. You can use that to see like the actual exact translation from like the Hebrew and the Greek and Aramaic and all that stuff. I was debating whether or not I was going to right click there, and I didn't. But yes, King James is the GOAT. Fifth Paradox Shaft, bro, what the heck, man, is finding everything right now. Good grief. But yeah, it's like whenever, like what a lot of people do, you know, is they'll take one verse out of context and it sounds like it means one thing. But if you read it with the whole chapter in mind and what they're talking about, then it becomes a lot more clear what they're actually trying to say. So you got to keep in mind, again, like words can betray what like is actually being said a lot of times, for sure. Tried Donut SMP, bro. What? I think I'm good, bro. It's not like my kind of content personally. I do have that pop up on my shorts. I only watch the Jude Law ones though. Heck W. 2B2T, they not like legit just ban that? Didn't Microsoft like straight up get rid of that server? Or am I tripping? You just fun to watch? Yeah, like for me, like I have zero trapping knowledge and I just have not kept up with like updated Minecraft version, like new technologies and things that people use, like hardly at all. And so then like I started watching him like a month or two ago and it's like, dang, bro, this is crazy what people are doing nowadays. I've debated trying Hoplite, but I don't know. What I've found is I really don't like PvP games a lot of times. I don't know, it's just not for me. I don't mind them. Like I used to, you know, I was a Fortnite gamer back in the day. It's what I loved, but I'm too old now. That's what I figured out is like, it's not that I don't like PvP games. I do like competitive stuff, but I don't like that feeling of if you take a break, when you come back, you're gonna be worse, you know? Like, it's one thing for, like, SkyBlock. If I were to take a break for a couple months, I'd come back and I'd have a lot more... I'd have, like, an update or two of content to get through. But it doesn't feel like, you know, it's like, ugh, I've got to practice to get back. Like, imagine if you didn't play SkyBlock for a month, right? And you come back and you lost, like, 20 levels. And you got to do the exact same things you did to get those levels back again. Like, that would suck. That's what it feels like for me for grinding out, like, a skilled game nowadays. Because it's like, I don't know, man. I just don't have the will to play something that much that I can't, like, literally see my progression on. For me, that's just how it is. Wait, what are we talking about, Lucas? Hold on. Wait a minute. Where is that from? Give me a minute. I mean, dungeon skill? Yeah, like that's why I didn't want to do dungeons. And that's why I waited to do dungeons until it was the only thing left so that I wouldn't take a break from it, really. Most of the time. And I hated dungeons. That was my least favorite part of the game because of it is skill-based. You know? So. Hold up. Let me look this up. Where is this from? not what that's for. I don't think that's what that's for. Yeah, I don't think that's... I don't think that was what that was for. It was a pregnancy test, not an abortion. Or am I tripping? I mean, I haven't read numbers in a while. Maybe I'll have to go back and read it. Because when I did read numbers, I was probably like 13 and had no clue what was going on there. But I mean, that's not saying that that's like a okay thing to practice. I mean, again, that's like the price for sin has changed now. So again, that's doing that is still a sin, but the price of it is gone now. Because Jesus died for our sins. Bada bing, bada boom. I need scrap. Where my scrap at? Lost wife being turned to a pillar of salt was crazy. I mean, she had one job. Bro had one job. You know? Said one thing, do not do it. And what she go and do? But yeah, that whole ordeal was a lot after that. Lot got kind of lost in the sauce, to say the least. Bro got a little lost in the sauce. The thing I dislike about PvP games is the terrible teammates. Losing without it being your fault is so painful. Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Rivals a little bit, but like I don't play Rivals to get good, really. Like I'm not trying to be terrible, you know, but I'm not like trying to go pro or anything. But I play Rivals to get like the goals, like the quest done. That's how I played Fortnite like the last years that I played it. I don't play it anymore. But the last years that I did play it, I played it to like get the quest done and get my battle pass done. How does the game decide who's rank 1 in SkyBlock XP, given that there are multiple players with max XP? Well, if you're the only player with max XP, of course you'll be number 1. But when more and more people get there, it's like based on your player ID, which is like randomly generated. So it's pretty random. But, you know, if you're like number 1 or tied for number 1, then I would, like, if I get, you know, to max XP, like fully max. Like, again, right now there was an update at one point where people were able to, like, get the purple voter's badge, which is not possible anymore until the new mayors come around. Like, originally it was supposed to be every unique mayor, but some people were able to do it with, like, just one mayor multiple times. So that is not possible anymore. But when that was possible, people were out here doing, you know, they got up to the purple badge off of that. So there's like 2 or 3 people with like fully maxed XP that don't have to wait for the new mayors to pop up. And then there's the rest of us who are just waiting until those mayors come back. So we got to wait 3 more election cycles. We got to wait like another 3 weeks basically before everybody else can get max XP. So I'm in, like, you know, technically I'm like second right now, like tied for second. But everybody else who's also tied for second, we all got to wait 3 weeks. So that's where we're at right now. Where's this other Lapis Corpse at? I already got up there. Am I tripping? Is there one up there? Nope. It's back this way, ain't it? Not here. Right here. Yoink. I think. Yes, sir. Got him. Yeah, that's I mean, it's good to question things, Jerry, 100%. definitely got to question it. If you just follow blindly, that's not really following, you know? You gotta, like, for me, it's really, like, determining first off whether or not life was created, you know? Which I feel like, to me, is pretty evident. I mean, if you just go around and look at, like, all of the tiny things in the world, like the way that an atom is designed, and also, like, exactly how perfect the Earth had to be positioned to not, like, freeze up or burn up to where life can actually thrive on it. Like, just looking at the little things and having all those little things be active at the same time, to me, is like, yeah, there's somebody had to design that. 100%, you know? So there's that. Of course, I definitely believe there's God. Like, that, nobody's ever going to shake me off of that. For sure. But, and, like, nobody's going to shake me off the rest of it, of course, of Christianity, because of everything else I've seen. Of, like, first off, just the way that Christians act, like the ones who really follow versus everybody else, to me is, you know, I mean, it's a witness. They call it a witness for a reason, right? So that's a pretty big thing. And also, like, the fact that Jesus was a real person and wasn't made up, and that the entire Bible, like, again, there's some people who will, you know, argue that there's contradictions and everything, and it definitely does seem like that if you take things out of context and don't look at it. Like, there is, you know, again, the laws aren't changed from New Testament to Old Testament. It's just the punishments are different again, so that's a really big point. But like, again, just throughout the Bible, it doesn't change other than that. Like, Jesus is the only thing that changes stuff. It's the same God throughout the whole thing, through multiple accounts. Like, the Bible's not written by one person. So, like, the Gospels as well, you know, that's 4 different people writing about Jesus rather than one person who could have, you know, just made it up. So, and, like, none of them contradict each other. Like, that's pretty crazy. So that's enough for me, personally. All with max XP are number 1 in my eyes. Yeah, I'm gonna, when I get max XP, I'm saying I'm number 1 or tied for number 1, you know? I 100% will be claiming that title. 100%. For sure. Community is really welcoming. Environment is nice. 100%, yeah. Definitely. Like, again, I've definitely gone to churches with, like, beliefs that I disagree with, but the people are always just so welcoming. It's very nice. People doing gambling in Hub lost 20 to 30 times. Oh, was he rolling a dice, bruh? Yo, what's good, Oompa? How's it going, bro? Hate dungeons mainly because playing M7 on 300 ping isn't fun, and having people rage at you because you freeze and get sent to limbo is annoying. Yeah. Yeah. I feel that. Like, I've had, like, people like that in my party, for sure. You know, there's always going to be laggy people at some point, and it's, you know, I feel for them. But I also feel for the rest of the team as well. It's like, it just sucks for everybody in that scenario. It's just the worst. Not a Dungeons fan. Farm is almost done. It is grind out here. Let's go. Bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam. But thoughts on the Rapture? I, like, for me personally, a lot of theories about the future and everything, and about what every verse means and everything like that, is definitely, like, I try to keep both sides in mind when it comes to that sort of thing, because, again, you know, the future is, like, it's hard to say. If you go back and read the prophecies talking about Jesus, and you, like, look at how the Pharisees treated him, you can like kind of see why, because they thought for sure he couldn't be the Son of God because of the way the prophecies were worded, you know? So for me, I don't like to have like a set belief on those things because again, I mean, I know for a fact I am not that smart. So I probably at the very least have something small about it wrong. But I do think like, you know, a lot of people like the rapture is, you know, flying away and all that stuff. And for me, like, I believe if you go back and look, like, the verse a lot of people use for the rapture is in, I can't remember if it's 2 Thessalonians or 2 Timothy. I think it's 2 Timothy. Like, 2 Timothy 19 or something. I can't remember. Somewhere in there. Like, chapter 7, verse 19, I want to say. I can't remember exactly where it's at. It is Thessalonians? Okay, my bad. But yeah, like, a lot of people use that as like saying you'll be caught up in the clouds. And so, you know, a lot of people think, oh, you're caught up in the clouds, you must be flying. Bada bing, bada boom. But I don't think that's the case. Like, if you go back and look at the wording, like the original translation of clouds, it actually means like clouds of people, as in like a crowd. So I don't think you're actually gonna fly away, you know? The idea is that Jesus comes back to earth and doesn't bring everybody up to heaven, and then we're in heaven and earth gets destroyed or anything, you know? Like, that's not how it's gonna work. The idea is that like, he comes back, and then like the theory I've heard is, you know, you get like put into a different body per se, or you just like, you don't feel pain anymore. You're like in the body of an angel type thing. Like, not, you know, exactly like an angel, like biblically accurate angel. You all suddenly look like that, you know. That's not how that works. But you know, again, it's very like hard to understand and very, you know, it's about the future, so it's nothing set in stone. But personally, I don't think we're flying away. Like, I don't think that's the case. You can go ahead and go, Lurks. That's fine. Go for it. Leave that stuff to God and the preachers. I'm in no position to be saying anything concrete. Yeah, especially about the future. It's very difficult to interpret things sometimes, especially if you're interpreting from, you know, a bad translation. So if you are going to interpret, you definitely got to look at the original speech and everything. But yeah, I don't think we're flying away. That's TLDR. What do you think of the Wendigoon? I haven't done too much research on that, but I have seen a few of his videos, and they're pretty good. Let's sell this. Spring boot price will increase, I guess. Is that our prediction for the future? I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't. They haven't said anything about a bingo update recently, but I know they have, like, in the API. Isn't there like that? The bingo relic or something is an API. Other reason I'm skeptical is because a lot of Christians I know feel like they use God as a reason to do bad stuff with no consequences. Yeah, there's definitely people like that. And, you know, it's just, you got to keep in mind, like, that's every group of people in the world. You know, all right, thank you, Crazy. Appreciate it, bro. How much longer we got? 26 minutes? Okay. But yeah, there's definitely people who do that. But yeah, that's every group of people in the world, you know, like, there's definitely Muslims and other religions, Jews and everything, who have like used their religion as a reason to prosecute others or do other wrong, you know? So it's there's definitely people who use stuff the wrong way, 100%. 100%. But they're just working on a wrong translation, you know? That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, we finally got a mine shaft. Hog, second mine shaft of the whole stream, and we're 2 hours in. Let's go. All right, let's see. What do we got? Oh. I should have looked if we had a lapis. I wasn't paying attention. But we do have one. Yay. Yeah, I worked before his was worded. Mine was bad anyway, don't worry. I mean, it had one more lapis than mine does. So, would have been cooler. Yoink. But yeah, humans are humans no matter what. Can't change that. There's people who will use literally anything. Nothing is holy to them. Nothing is sacred. And they'll just use whatever they can to manipulate. So you gotta not listen to the words of man when they're baseless. It's hard out here. It's rough times out here. Okay, where's this lapis corpse at? Where is it at? Is it down here? I'm not seeing it. Yes, I am. Bang. There it is. Okay, I need scrap. Yoink. How long left in Fiesta? There are 25 minutes left. 6, Paradox Shaft Bro. What is my man's Paradox RNG? People of every group that have excuses for their bad behavior. It's a fall of the human condition. Yeah. For sure. Missed the whole thing. Unlucky, bro. They like when and like the prophecies being fulfilled. Of course, no one knows the date and time, but like based on what we've seen, I mean, they say it's like. I know there's a passage in Revelations that says, you know, it's like, you know, watch and pray, and it will start being like contractions, like in birth. You know, when it first starts out, they're few and far between, right? And then the closer the end gets, it's like happening faster and faster and faster. So I mean, I don't like to make predictions like that, again, because I mean, you know, a lot of people, I think every generation, right? You know, the first prophecies of Jesus, of the Messiah, were like, you know, way back when. And every single generation was like, all right, he's coming back. Or like the Messiah will be born. Like this was before Jesus, you know. The Messiah will be born in our generation. Let's go. And bring us out of captivity. Like, how many times were the Israelites in captivity? You know? Have a good one, Armand. How many times were they in captivity? And how many times do they think, all right, this is the time Jesus is going to be born? You know? So I'd have to do, like, some more research as to, like, which Trump we're in. You know? Like, the trumpet sound and the seal is broken. All that in Revelations. I can't remember which one, like, we're in, but there's like 7 or 8 trumps, right? And I'm pretty sure we're at like 3 or something, if I remember right. So I don't think it's happening anytime soon, but hey, it do be like contractions, right? So you never know. You never know. I'm just trying to watch, but I don't think it's happening like in the next 10 years, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But I like to, you know, they say history is doomed to repeat itself, right? So I think, again, every single generation after the prophecy of the Messiah, thought that Jesus was coming in their generation, and then every single generation after he said he would return has thought that he's coming in their generation. And so it's like, you know, you want to be prepared for the world to end, but until it does, keep living. So that's kind of where I'm at. I'm just like, I don't want to set a prediction because no man will know the day and time. So I feel like that's just kind of like pointless, right? What do you mean, Trump? It's like in Revelations, there's, and then like the 6th Trump sounded and da-da-da-da-da happened. Like if you look in Revelations, like look up trumpets Revelations or Trump Revelations, like that will pop up pretty quick. But it's like that's the progression of the futures, like that's the prophecy of the futures based on those trumps. Is like different things happening, you know, like the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse come in at like the 6th trump or something, if I remember right. I could be misremembering. I haven't read Revelations in a while, but something like that. I know it's based on that. Any free PVs? I might do some whenever the alpha, like the hub revamp comes out on February 24th, depending on how long maintenance is. Because I presume they're gonna have, you know, a couple hours of maintenance. We'll probably do some then. Most likely. Because I mean realistically I'm not gonna have a ton to do with the new hub. Like, it's cool stuff, it looks new, but realistically I'm not gonna have a ton to do after the update comes out, so I'll probably just stream like while the maintenance is going on. But they might do maintenance for a full 24 hours, so if that happens then we might do a very long stream and just have like, you know, free reviews whenever we're not doing paid reviews. Low key. Human greed knows no bounds. Amen. That is correct. Why am I still in here? I literally don't need anything. Great question. It's a great question. All right, how many glossies? We're up to 23. Yeah, I've had an abysmal run. I mean, again, we're just doing commissions, so I'm not really going for money as much, but still, dude. Still. I usually want to get at least, like, I generally aimed for 50 back in the day, but nowadays I'm aiming for 40 and then now even 30. How down bad we are. 33 glossies and I got a ton of commissions done. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I wish I had a new pet to level. I leveled the rose drag so fast, man. Visitors are just goated. They're just built different. Okay, do I have corpse looter? I do. Hi there, fellow. Okay. Another one here? Nope, that's it. Do I have anything else to do in here? Nope. I'm out. Next. Just moving on. Yeah, when's next Fiesta? Fiesta's in like 9 hours or 8 hours after this is over, right? So that will be 4 a.m. my time. Yeah, I'm not going to be here for the next Fiesta. It's not happening. But the one after that, 18 hours, be like 2 p.m. for me. I should be here for that tomorrow. So yeah, we're going to have some weird stream times this week. I always do that whenever Fiestas are happening. We're just going to prioritize being live while Fiestas are going down. That's the plan. That is the plan. Okay, well, that was easy. Next. Yeet. Also easy. Next. Only got 3 glossies. I don't know the good tree. Bruh. Picobolus is the key. Pretty much. If you got Picobolus, you're chilling. Other than that, I mean, main thing for glossies, you need mining speed and glossies. That's pretty much, or mining speed and Picobolus. That's about it. Main things to prioritize. Insane Vang luck. Legit. We haven't spawned a single Vang this whole time. Are you mining for money? I mean, I'm just doing commissions. I'm more so going for a die than anything else. So we're just going for a die and then getting glossies along the way. Pretty much. So hoping that we drop an iceberg die, or not iceberg, frostbitten die off of a corpse or something would be cool, but I'm not going too crazy for the money. If we make money, we make money. If we don't, I won't cry about it. But we got like 23 glossies, so I mean, we should make at least 50 mil. Surely, at least 50 mil. I'm hoping for at least 100, but at least 50. Boom. All right, we got a number, or not a number. We got a mine shaft. Bang. All right, I need a suspicious scrap, a corpse, and some maniacs. Okay, that's not one. Where's this lapis corpse? Is he in here? That's an umber. It's not looking good so far. Found him. Okay. Then we need maniacs and scraps. Yoink. Huge. Cute. All right. Are all the maniacs dead? Am I just scrap hunting now? Nope. There's still one over here. 2. Hook him. Boom, 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 boom. It's good souls. How's it going, bro? Gotta head to bed because work in the morning. Gotcha. All right. Well, have a good one, Harley. Hopefully you get better luck on the next Fiesta, man. Rough out here. Rough times. I'm curious if they're gonna like do waves of minister updates. Because if they're just now talking to ZJ about his, like, what election was he in, right? Wasn't he in like the fourth, like the first 4, right? He was in the first half of them. So they haven't even started moving on to the second half, right? That river that's drying out, part of the prophecies. I mean, lake, I think. I have not heard of this. I don't think so. Like, all the stuff in Revelations is, like, symbolic. So if it talks about that, like, if we're talking about, like, the lake of fire or something, then that's all symbolic of other things. Hey, maniac. Do. 1, 2. That will do. Citrine. Going good. Can I break the least bad chat rule? Which one is that? I guess that's subjective, right? I would say no. Unless you're willing to face the consequences. Dun, dun, dun. I don't know. I can't remember what I would say the least bad chat rule is. Nightbot's pretty sensitive, so he'll probably catch you. It's not even Nightbot, actually. That's crazy. Yep, that's crazy. Estimate. Oh. SMH. Moving on. Mining Fiesta works on powder. Good question. I don't know, to be honest, if it gives double powder or not. It doubles your mining fortune, right? I think is what it says. Like, it doesn't actually double, or does it say double drops? I don't even know. I mean, it doubles your powder indirectly by making you complete your commissions twice as fast. So that part, if you're doing commissions for it, then that part. But do. Bum, bum, bum. All right, come on now. Smoke him. Okay, dude. Where are the drops? Am I at least at 25? We're not at 25. Chat. We have 11 minutes. I don't think we're getting 7 glossies in 11 minutes. They changed Fiestas? No, not yet. It's in the plans, but it has not happened yet. It's just for Umber. Do I need Umber? Good. Why do they want me to go that way first? That's so weird. That's so strange. Onyx Spelliarmus. Slept through fishing and mining. Rip. Hope you're having a good fiesta. It's going all right. I mean, we're really just mining, hoping to drop a die, but also mining and getting a little bit of money. So, best time to go for it. You know, my question is, right? If your drops are doubled, if I were to drop like a Nyanza die or an frostbitten die, does that count as mining and like I get double drop? Probably not, but I guess it's not a drop from the like breaking the block itself, so probably not. But double die would be kind of fire. That would be kind of fire. Just saying. Just throwing that out there. Down here. Bang. Gross. About here. Found him. Do. Smoke. Cook. That's an Umber corpse. Disgusting. Do I need aquamarine? Nope. I need a scrap though. Alright, got that. One more maniac. And then we're out of here. One more. Unless they're all gone. Which it would appear that they are. 07's nice knowing them. Double emerald, that's true. Probably would go for double emerald. That one is from the block. Forgot about that. Surely that would count. Surely that's how that would work. Has anyone ever dropped one of those during a contest? I doubt, or not contest, during a fiesta. I doubt anyone has been like, all right, double drops, I'm gonna go for emerald die. I doubt anyone's done that. You break. Heck. Holding down left click on a block and it just stares back at you. What are you doing, man? Why did the block roll eyes? Is probably a better question, but we're going with what are you doing, man? Alright. I remember. Yes, I can. Haha. I remember seeing. Dropped an emerald die doing a fiesta. It did not give me 2. Dang, man. Well, GG. But sad. Sad. Yo, thank you, Shine. Appreciate it, bro. I'm watching since less than 100. That's crazy. That's crazy. Man's been out here. Man has been out here. Yoink. Alright, what do we got? I gotta do a recipe for this. Yeet. What's next? I still need glaze. Actually, I'm trolling. That wasn't even enough for me to max glaze. I guess it probably didn't all go into my inventory, huh? Probably the issue. That would be a flex for the ages, though. Double drop a die. Would kind of cook. Would kind of cook. Smoke. Okay. Aquamarine. Do. Can I find the aquamarine is the question. I assume so, but would be ridiculously rare since it's 5 times drop chance. Craziness. Craziness. This is aquamarine, correct? This is what I needed. It is. Smoke. Bang. Umber's next. Grind out here is real. But again, if y'all enjoying the stream, make sure to drop a like, smash the sub button. We're closing in on 32K subs. And also on Twitch, hit that follow because we are going for 2K. We're like 25 Twitch followers away from 2K. Kind of crazy. Kinda crazy. Let's do this. Aquamarine. Boom. Boom. Alright, Onyx. Yeet. Wonder if it counts meter dies. Double drops. Go crazy. Would kind of cook. Would kind of cook. Do 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 do. So, how much XP is the difference between rare and epic talismans? It's like 5, right? Or is it 3? 3. Might be 3. Is it just 3 for each tier? Am I dumb? And then like 6 for upgrading to mythic? Might be dumb. Can't remember if I'm dumb or not. So hard to remember. Too dumb to remember if I'm dumb or not. Calling Maxwell. Maxwell would know. I'm not dumb. It's 4. Okay, 3, 5, 8, 12, 16, 22. Thinking it was like 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 21 or something. I'm mistaken. I don't know why I was thinking that. But I was. And I thought incorrectly. Boom, and Aquamarine. Yeet. And whatever's over here. Please be cool. Nope. 07. What do we got? Titanium. Dog is down. I repeat, the puppy is down. Where? Here's one. Okay. I need a scrap. Where, oh, where could it be? Gotta be up here. Got to be. Tungsten, there's lapis. Hi there, fella. Smack. I need the scrap too. They're selling me, bro. They're selling. Selling the bread. I need it. We only have 3.5 minutes left. Please. Like Lakeside Tunnels. Yep, we're in a titanium mine shaft right now. At the moment. Working on it. Ooh, there we go. Okay, now I gotta beat guys up. Let's see. Are there any more left? Surely there are. Maybe not. They might all be dead already. In which case, I should dip. Alright, time to cook. Time to cook. What do I need here? Citrine. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. Well, we need tungsten too. So, this will do. Bang. For mine shaft, citrine is over here. Bada bing, bada boom. Done. Onyx is doable. Need Peridot as well. Okay. I'm just gonna go this way then. Onyx and Peridot. Going. Only 23-second cooldown. That's so nice. That's so sweet. That's so helpful. Alrighty, well. We have cooked this Fiesta. I would say. We've cooked quite well. But now there's only like 2 minutes left. And we have very little time. So. Once this is over. Last I checked, I had 23 glossy gems. That was about 10 minutes ago. So, how many glossies y'all think we're going to have at the end here whenever we open this up? How many? What's the prediction? Yo, what's good, Mouse? What's up, bro? 200. Get 180 in the last 11 minutes. Just turn on the red name RNG real quick. If I end up with more than 30, I will be like genuinely shocked. But I might guess in the last 11 minutes, probably, I feel like 27 is a good guess. That's a pretty good guess. But I don't know. I'm going to guess 26 just to be different. I'm going to guess 26. Slight guess. Sub-minute remaining. Come on. Clutch up. Clutch or kick. Umber. Yoink. Guessing 16. You lost some? Wait a minute. How did this happen? How did that happen? Did someone steal? Watching Farmer Guide. Let's go. Legend. Bam, bam. Mr. Gourmand ate some. Real. Real. Last one. There it is. Okay. Final predictions. I see 25, 27, 23. I guess it's 26, 28 to be different. Okay, okay. We got 23. I gained 0. Brother. Brother. Bam, bam. I sold. I sold. I gained 0 too, bruh. 53. Good grief. Good grief. Hold up. Is the buy order actually that much? Okay, no. So let's deposit all our coins and see how we do here. Bang. 22 million. Let's do our recipe for floods real quick. Do this.
As a child, I yearned for the
Bang.
mines.
Yo, Doan with the sub. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, thank you. Again, boys, if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to do that. We are closing in on 32K. Grind is real out here. Boom, boom. Do this. Yoink. We're getting there. New to the game, what does Mining Fiesta do? It doubles your drops while the event's going on. So it lasts for 2 hours and 20 minutes. It just ended. But there will be another one. You can check in your calendar in game and see when they pop up. But yeah, it gives double drops and also gives you the option to drop the refined minerals for these things from mining ores and the glossy gems from mining gemstones. So we just got 23 of them in the last 2 hours and 30 minutes or 2 hours and 20 minutes. So it was not our best, to say the least. Boom. What do we got? Yoink. And then pick up stash material. Oh, wait, no. View stash material. Bang. Okay. Recipe. Let's do our glaciite recipe as well. Bang. And our tungsten. Bang. And our umber. Bang. And then hardstone again. Got 5 refined in total. Dang. I need to see how many I got. It was probably not a lot because I didn't really mine ores. I guess tungsten counts as ore though, right? So maybe. Or let's see. Okay, so I think we should be done. Right, we got everything. Okay, cereal stash is empty. And we super crafted them. Okay, okay. So, did we get any refined? I got more refined minerals than glossy. Are you trolling me? That's crazy. Okay. I see how it is. I guess I did mine a lot of glaciite and stuff. Wow, I didn't think I mined that much though. Good grief. Okay. Umber, we have 4 mil. Tungsten, we have 6 mil. How about Glaceite? Glaceite, we have 1.5 mil. So not great. Let's make these into fine gems, and then we'll sell all those, and we can finally see exactly how well we did. Yay. Boom. 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 We're getting there. We're getting there. Quest for stealing cake soul and screen is done. Let's go. 63 mil in gemstones and 33 in glossies. Okay, okay. Yeah, I think you made more than me. I don't think I'm gonna hit 90. I don't think we're quite getting there. Alrighty. I will say thank you for party, boys. Appreciate it. I'm shocked we didn't get a single Vang that whole time. That was crazy. That was kind of crazy. Okay. So, let's go mining and then gemstones. Alright. Jade. We got 0.5 mil. Amber. 300k. Topaz. Nothing. Sapphire. 70k. Amethyst. 600k. Jasper. 16 mil. Okay, there's the money. 2 mil from Ruby. Opal. Less than 200k. Onyx. 4.5 mil. Okay, that's not bad. We're getting there. Aquamarine. 3 mil. Okay, Peridot's going to be our real money maker, so 3.5. Predictions. How much are we getting from Peridot? Of course, that's the number we're on right now, bro. There's no way. Don't look at my purse. Ignore the purse. Ignore the purse. 2 mil. I think we get up to 80 off of this. Maybe 85. I don't know. 18 mil would be a lot. But I think we get at least 13. 8 mil. 619k. Pretty chill. For real, for real. At least 4 coins? Yeah, probably. Trying to get fishing 24 for great white sharks? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one to go for with Marina here. Alright. Good grief. I guess I didn't mind Peridot as much as I thought I did. Yeah, I usually mind Peridot a lot, but since I was doing commissions, I guess I didn't do that much. Alright. Not even 75 mil. Feels bad, man. Well, at least we have 210 million coins to our name now. We made 73 mil. You know, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. 210 mil purse. Yeah, the lockpicking node in the tree is goated for powder grinding. It's so good. Yeah, Jasper was so much more. And I only had 2 mine shafts of Jasper. That's crazy. Actually crazy. I still have the Jasper crystal too. But anyways. There's our progress, fellas. Not too bad. 210 mil. How am I doing on booster cookies, by the way? I do have bits available still, so we're chilling. Chilling. Let me check in, make sure we don't have, you know, overgrown grass just vibing out somewhere. Probably not. No. 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 Garbage. Garbage. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Alright, thank you, Sal. Have a good one, bro. Great Explorer for gemstone powder. Yep, goes crazy. Goes crazy. Not selling anything needed for my upgrades, but yeah, not bad. Yeah, bro out here made like 90 mil. Let him cook. Let him cook. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more stonks next time. I'm just going to do these and maybe we get a dung dye. It would be funny. Is dung dye increased by our farming fortune, actually? I don't even know. Are dung dye odds increased by farming fortune? Play bingo? I do. I was actually meaning to check that earlier because we got all of our stuff from these goals here earlier today. We're now up to 360 bingo points. So we need a total of 140 more to get the blue dye. But we're getting there. They aren't. They're affected by magic find. Okay, interesting. I am trying to drop one at some point. Would be kind of cool, but we'll see. We shall see. Finally got my first grass and greenhouse update, and it dropped from a sunflower. Dang. Craziness. Like, you got it from the greenhouse? That's kind of cool. That is pretty cool. All right, well, I guess that's everything, boys. We are down to 19th. We did drop a few places because people got on and gave their stuff to Mayor Marina. Got her as a visitor. Gave her the rose. Got her as a visitor. So we did get passed by a few people. But top 20 for now. I'll probably be down and out of the top 25 tomorrow, though, when we get on. Would not be shocked. Would not be shocked at all. But we'll have to see. So I will be on tomorrow, not for this Fiesta, because that's at 4 a.m. for me. Past. But for this one, I should be up. That's going to be at like 2 p.m. So we're going to be doing a bit of a weird time stream. But we'll also be able to check in on the election booth and see when that opens. Or like see who's getting elected when that opens. Because again, we need Finnegan, Foxy, and somebody else. Who was the other one? Cole. Duh. Well, Cole can't show up. So we need Finnegan or Foxy. So those are the ones we need to show up. But anyways, I'll be live for that tomorrow. We're going to race somebody on Twitch. And that is going to be all for tonight for YouTube. So thank you guys for hanging out. Again, if you are a member, we do have a members only video out right now for early access for you guys. So that should be dropping for everybody else over the weekend, either Saturday night or Friday night. Depends on whether I decide to stream on Saturday or not. If I don't stream on Saturday, the video will go up on Friday night. If I do stream Saturday, it'll go up Saturday night. So that's the plan. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you, boys. We'll be back for more mining fiestas throughout the week, and I'll see you then. God bless.